First time you've seen this dragon before?
Yes, it is. I don't know what's going on.
It's clearly raiding your town. Anything you might have known that would have provoked it or provoked these people?
I don't. Come with me to my other parapet, my war room. As you saw, this keep kind of has two parapets, a lower observation one and then a higher observation post.
Okay.
He points upward, and he roams around, and he kind of has this conversation with you guys as you're moving into his war chamber, he calls it. And
So, is there
Tyler?
any food just lying around in his war room?
You're not there yet, but
Okay.
you.
Excuse me, Governor.
Yeah.
We
yes.
came to the town with a caravan. Do you know if they had made it into the keep yet?
Oh. I don't know. Let me disperse one of my scouts. And he pulls a young man aside. You, a very thin-framed, looks like a very fast runner. He says, "You go check for this scout, this merchant group. Where was it? What side of town?"
We came from the southwest.
All right. You go check for a merchant encampment anywhere around there. And the young lad, probably around 14 or 15, runs off to do so. I will find out for you. You approach his war chamber. It's quite quaint, with battle maps of old decorating the walls, old armor and swords spread about the room, an old, odd-looking ballista, and a circular table in the middle of and a circular table in the middle with a map of the surrounding region. And on this map are small figurines, as he shows it to you.
What are we looking at?
This is the town of Greenest. He goes, "Here is my tactical map I have set out, and scouts run their reports back to me, and I put a little figurine here on the map. This right here is our keep." Did I put the players? Yeah, the players are there. This right here is the keep.
Whereabouts was that dragon crashing into a building?
It was over here. Looks like he is gone now as he glances out the parapet. It was just a quick smash and grab, you know. These figures right here are enemies. And this figure, as he points to the side of the table, these are allied forces. These silver tokens are events or things that need to be looked at. And these birds here are my scouts. I have just sent one over here. So now I have 2 scouts readily available. I ask you, please help us with this. As you can see, I've dispatched my forces, every one of them, all of them, to any events and conflicts that my scouts have reported. I only have one more asset left, and that is only if you help me, because this right here, this is your token.
This building in the center that's being surrounded on 3 sides. What is that?
That's us.
That is where you are at. He laughs. But fear not. There is a way out of here they have not found out about yet. There is an old tunnel that leads south of here, across the river. It lets out about here, south of this little tree ridge right here. But the problem is, I don't know if the tunnel's been occupied or I just don't know. No one's tried to open it. It's just so rusted up and boarded up. We don't have a locksmith here or any thief or anyone strong enough to break down the door.
I can get through the door. Here in the west, are they just avoiding this area, or have they not reached it yet?
We have sent scouts out there, and they've reported no activity down there yet.
Is that odd, or is the majority of your goods east hemisphere of the town.
Maybe they just haven't gotten there yet. One second, I will send a scout. You, go check over that way. And a scout.
They invade from the east. They seem to know what they're looking for.
They
Has
did.
the enemy commander been identified yet?
No, not yet. I can't tell who's leading this. As far as I know, the dragon may be leading.
I was going to say,
attack.
I think I found the leader. He's big and blue, and he's flying in circles above us.
But the thing is about the dragon, I've heard stories of them being very ferocious and relentless in their attacks, and this one does not seem to be doing so. I do not know why.
Dragons are arcana, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This Tiamat, what do we know about that? Who's that?
Well, don't you know anything about religion?
Should be religion. I should
I
be able to
studied
do
the religion of my people, but let's just say that Tiamat wasn't part of it.
Tiamat is an evil dragon god.
Oh! In fact, I just read a book on Tiamat.
Do you know anything about Tiamat? Yes,
I think
you
you
do.
just wrote a book on Tiamat.
Yeah, I think you just did. 1 second here.
I know a chromatic.
You rolled a 20 and a 1? That's
Yes.
awesome.
Just from what I know outside of the character, chromatic god of the chromatic dragons,
Yep.
kind of opposed to Bahamut.
Outside of character, I know a lot about Tiamat.
Right. Okay.
Sarian didn't. So.
I was just kind of letting Matt read up and.
Yep. All right. It's just under chromatic dragons. Tiamat is the dragon queen, and is the chief deity of evil dragon kind. Dwells on Avernus, the first layer of the 9 hells. As a lesser god, Tiamat has the power to grant spells to her worshippers. Though she doesn't really seem to do that, as history books seem to say. It's a gigantic dragon who has 5 heads that reflect the forms of the chromatic dragons that worship her: black, blue, green, red, and white. Terror on the battlefield, capable of annihilating whole armies with her 5 breath weapons and formidable spellcasting, as well as her fearsome claws. Tiamat's most hated enemy is Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, with whom she shares control of the faith of dragonkind. She also holds a special enmity for Asmodeus, who long ago stripped her of the rule of Avernus and continues to curb the Dragon Queen's power. This is what you know, Duval, with that. You're like, I read this in a religious book not too recently.
I do love my books. So what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at a couple things. Number one, we're just merchant escorts for the most part.
But you made your way here, did you not?
We did. You're asking us to fight and lead a war right now.
Oh, this is not a war. This is a battle for survival.
Well, then that's the number one question, isn't it? How are we going to save your people? They're the number one priority, right?
You get them through the old tunnel. If we can't open that old tunnel, everyone perishes.
So we're just going to abandon the town?
No. You get the old tunnel open for me, and that is how you get the people into the keep.
So the old tunnel right now leads from the keep to
This,
here-ish, correct?
Yeah, a little bit more south, like right here.
All right. We're going like there.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal then is once we cross here, we're going to want to get into the town itself, see all the people we can save, and get them back through this tunnel.
All this is burning to the ground.
So, what are we looking at? What do we look? Are these residentials here? Are these businesses, markets? What are we looking at?
General stores, markets, residentials.
What's the west side then?
More of the same. You know, there's a mill over here, stuff like that.
Why are they focused?
It's just that's where they came in from. You know, I think.
Well, I say while we're out looking for people to get back to the tunnels, we find a couple and ask them this time. Maybe before their heads are cut off.
Makes sense.
Don't apologize.
Please
No, it's
help.
quite fine. I didn't expend, any type of resources to get him down on the ground groveling in front of you. I wanted you to look cool like that, so it's all
Fine,
fine.
man.
That
Felt good.
no.
You-
All right, let's first and foremost get through this tunnel. Let's.
You're going
let's
to
see
help
if we
me
get-
then.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not sure the choice we necessarily have. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get ourselves out of here.
I mean,
without,
it seems like the only reasonable exit out of this keep at this point if we're surrounded.
Yep. He goes, I thank you. I have sent men that I can afford to these certain areas. I'm not sure they'll return. I really shouldn't. I have no right to send you elsewhere as well. But I
I
thank
have a
you.
request to make in return.
Okay.
Your scouts, any information about this cult, I need you to compile it, and I need you to report when we get back.
Of course, absolutely.
Where they are, where they're located, if they've taken any captives, where those captives might be held, all of it.
I haven't been able to find a captive. In fact, I was hoping you could help me with that. If you find one, bring it here. I have some very good interrogators. And
I
I
think
will...
he was meaning along the lines of one of your citizens who's been captured.
Oh, okay. Well, I will compile as much as I can, but I ask you to also bring... Just a leader would be best, actually, if you find some
Agreed.
type of leader. But if you could bring someone alive back to this keep, my people will interrogate them very thoroughly.
And
I like this human interrogation idea.
I do hate to get messy with it all. I mean, there is a form of compensation. Now, we're not going to talk gold pieces and all of that right now.
Oh, I
but
can't...
We are going to talk.
Have you not seen? They have just hit my treasury. I mean, I do have a secret treasury in here, but I'm trying to spread that wealth for the town once it is rebuilt. The best I can do is offer you 25 gold pieces each for the night. That's the best I can do. Please, he gets on his hands and knees. Mind you, his right hand is all mangled and messed up in a sleeve. He puts pressure on that anyways, and he is begging you. Please help.
I said, it didn't necessarily. I mean, even just, a little statue or something. Once we're in the rebuilding process, would be
25 gold pieces a night for this night. That is all I can offer you. Anything else is just gravy on top.
all right. Let's
Assault
let's
resists.
at least I'm not making any promises as of right now as to what we can do, but we'll at least head back out. And in fact, I don't want to speak for the others here. To be honest, these things that we've been fighting die pretty easy. They haven't really thrown us any type of challenge. Certainly, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've been in the back throwing your little fire and your pretty colors. I'm sure it's been nice and comfy back there, but
Well, it has actually. I'm going to be
front lines
honest.
haven't been great.
I've barely even worked up a sweat at this point.
Do you have any healing potions you can spare?
I've got nothing on me.
No, not you. I was talking to him.
Yes,
night-
I do. I will. Scout, go check. He sends a scout. 10 minutes later, scout comes back.
So if 10 minutes are passing, can I,
Yes.
meditate?
Yes,
Cool.
you can.
Do that, and I regain both my spell surge heals and spells.
Okay, very nice. It comes
Alright.
back and he has. There's only 4 left in the armory, sir. A fortuitous turn of events, the governor says, and he hands each of you 1 healing potion. Just a normal. Oh, where's the DMG?
What is that? Just a D8 plus anything?
Let me see here real quick. Potions 139, 140.
Yeah, I'll short rest as well if we're able to do that and get my.
Hell yeah, short rest. Wait, so can I do a healing surge? James, how's that work? Just do it D10, then short rest?
Yeah, it depends on how you wanted to do it. You could use one of your 2 hit dice for the day, And those need a long rest to come back, so you only get 2 per day.
Oh, but I'll get my second win back by
But
short
you get your
resting.
second win back, which will help you in your fight, and you'll still have 1 more D10 for the next time we take a rest.
That's
So
what I'll do. I'll do.
every time I take 5 minutes, I can produce 10 more good berries.
Jesus
Nice.
That's a lot of good berries.
That's a lot of
Just stuffing your mouth with good berries.
All right, so I'm probably gonna do one of my D10s then. 3. Fuck. Give me some good berries. Love
You
God.
can have my good berries too. I haven't used them yet.
All right.
So there's 3 more for you.
All right. And how many good berries can you part with, Tyler?
Well, I can make 10 every 5 minutes. How long are we chilling here?
Well, a short rest is actually like an hour.
Well, I have a special ability where I can commune with nature and refresh a spell slot for 5 minutes if I can just meditate.
Nice.
All right,
That's
we will.
boss.
We'll just say the cure wounds potions are 1d8
Uh-huh.
plus 3.
Okay.
So everyone has those.
So if we're taking 10 minutes, I just have 10 good berries right now that I can divvy out.
All right. Weren't you hurt though?
I was, so I wanted to eat some.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I go halvesies on them?
Sure, there's 5.
All right,
cool.
take me. Let's take a quick 2 or 3 minute break, or if you need longer, that's cool. So you guys are in the war room, and you are on your way to.
Yep.
Actually, that's kind of annoying now, James, because I can't adjust your volume controls.
Oh, you're getting appearance again?
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
get more from Tyler than
I don't know what it is. My computer's bad, maybe. Or my headset or something.
That's all right. I just hit show controls and I changed your volume down a little bit. So you're good. Let's just say something, Tyler.
Yo, 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 yo.
That's good enough.
My name is Bro.
Yeah, that's good enough. All right, so you guys are in the war room, and you're talking about going down and opening that old tunnel.
So,
yeah.
where exactly is this entrance? I just want to try and paint a visual picture in my mind.
All right, so this entrance is kind of like right here, kind of right on this side of the keep, and then it goes all the way out to the south side of the stream, just where this little line is.
So is it like a giant oak door? What kind of thing?
It gets
is this?
underground. It's an underground sewer that spills out into the river. It used to be a secret means of collecting water from the stream during a siege, but that use hasn't been used in forever because this town hasn't been attacked in such a long time. So it's now just kind of boarded up, and the locks are all rusted on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I want to try and pick a lock. When we get to the door, I want to see if it's
Alright.
able to be picked or not.
All right, and the governor hands you a set of thieves' tools.
I already
because-
have my own.
Oh, well, okay. The DC is 10.
All right. So is it sleight of hand then?
It's dexterity
Or-
check unless you
It's a-
have.
Yeah, it's a dex check.
It's just give me a dexterity check here.
Okay. Just add 2 to this, I think.
Do you have proficiency?
Yeah. Well, if having thieves' tools gives you your proficiency bonus, which is +2.
Okay. Well, that opens it. You are able to unlock the. What do you know? The whole entire thing was unlocked anyways. So, no, you go up there and you unlock it, and the door creaks open.